For everybody that thought Kyrie Irving was going to be a Laker, this right here was no surprise. This was not heartbreaking. This was not disappointing, devastating, because I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew what this was from the get-go the moment I heard it. Everybody uses the Lakers as a negotiating ploy. Every superstar. If they don't plan on really going there, they're going to use it as leverage in negotiation, and that's exactly what Kyrie Irving did. Laker fans, I'm one of them. We need to stop always trying to immediately go to the next player. It doesn't matter what you say, how you put it, or how you feel. The Lakers had a team in place that we all thought would be championship contenders or win the championship, go far in the playoffs. Adding Kyrie Irving wouldn't have been the solution, because as much as I respect Kyrie Irving for his stance and what he did, still doesn't change the fact that he's injury prone. Still doesn't change the fact that LeBron has been injured every year since he's been in LA. Still doesn't change the fact that Anthony Davis is softer than toilet paper. Still doesn't change that fact. So it wouldn't have automatically meant that, oh, the Lakers are championship contenders. They're really going to win at this time. Remember, we were all in on Russell Westbrook. We were all for Russell Westbrook. But the difference between me is I saw the writing on the wall earlier than a lot of people. Everybody was still hanging on when they went on that fake 3-game win streak where they beat Oklahoma City, Orlando, and Dallas without Luka when Dallas was still struggling. I knew right then and there, I need to give up hope in terms of the championship thing, because this team ain't real. And then you have the Laker fans talking about what we need to do at the trade deadline. Trading does not solve the issues. I didn't want to hear us talking about trading, because we swore up and down that this is what we needed and we were set. So even if we would have gotten Kyrie Irving, this wouldn't have fixed anything. Them being on the court and playing and knowing how to play the game would solve the problems, even with the team we currently still have. It has nothing to do with, oh, just get rid of this player just because it didn't work out for this stretch of games or this season. You look at the Lakers play, and what you see are guys that are not playmakers. They have no playmakers. They have no guys that can play off the ball, as opposed to what you see out there in Oakland or San Francisco or the Bay Area. You see them running actual plays out there for their guys. And the Lakers are just, if they don't got the ball, they're just standing there. They can't get by anybody. They can't stop anybody. So I never bought into this whole Kyrie Irving thing, not 1 second. Because I knew that he was just using it as negotiation leverage. And I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at Kyrie Irving. I still think Kyrie Irving is a great player. I still like Kyrie Irving as a basketball player. I don't know him as a person. I respect his stance that he had this past season. But we fall for this thing every year, man. Every season. When some don't go right, you hear rumors about this guy wanting to come to LA to play for the Lakers. And it's just imaginary. The Lakers have a team that just needs to learn how to play basketball. Not one-on-one, but actual team basketball. That's what they need to do. They need to practice together, because last year it looked like just a bunch of guys who didn't even practice together. Looked like they just practiced individually. They came to practice, they shot around, they went home. But you look at the Warriors play, you can tell that they actually run plays and drills in practice to know what's going to happen once they get on that basketball court. That's all the Lakers need. But this Kyrie Irving thing didn't fool me for 1 second. because I knew it was just leverage. That's all I needed to say. That's all I wanted to say. Appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all soon. Football season on the horizon.
When people see this, they're going to say, well, he really wasn't a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I'm only doing this because it is who I am. That's the way I played the game. That was my mentality. And if you don't want to play that way,